from calling the women's games over the summer, and we were able to persuade him to come back and do a couple of the men's games for us this year as well.
Yeah, hey, we're looking forward because I just enjoy them. They're a good bunch. They play well. They play hard. But yeah, it'll be nice to go up here and watch them play from up here, and let's hope they get a victory for game 1 of the season.
Yeah, this will be an interesting matchup. So to end, Georgia Revolution had an amazing first season in the UPSL Division I, and we met them in the playoffs and eliminated them on PKs on their home field to end their season last year. So there's a lot of revenge, I think, in Georgia Revolution coming over here for this match today. However, this is now our premier team as opposed to our Division I team. So all the stakes are going to be a little higher.
Yep.
Got a new booth up here at Lawson Field. They've done a little bit of renovation to the stadium. If you haven't watched the game in a while, we've got new turf on the field and some new glass, whatnot, up in the booth. So hopefully it'll play out for a great game this afternoon. It's beautiful weather.
Yeah, I don't think you get a better day for afternoon soccer on a Saturday, considering the rain we've had a couple of days. Yeah, and I remember when I was walking across the field over here, I did notice that the pitch looked like it had some new turf, got a new logo out in the middle.
Oh, dangerous
nice.
Ball played
Yep.
across. Nice play. The Georgia Revolution defender could not let that get by him.
Yeah, Jose had a nice cross into the middle, dangerous ball, but good defending. Run across, knock it out for a corner.
Yeah, Lupe had a great season for FC Birmingham down in Division I. He's a former Golden Boot winner for the Premier Division as well, and it's nice to see him back on our Premier team. They have a lot of height across the back line. It's good hustle by Bailey Harris not to let the ball get played back out too quickly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, in the fall season, this Georgia Revolution team didn't score a ton of goals, but was almost impenetrable on defense. I believe they won all of their regular season games, and I think they gave up 2 goals over the course of the regular season.
Okay.
We were able to salvage one goal against them, tied them 1-1 in the playoffs, and went to a penalty kick shootout, and it was over at that point.
And that game was at their place?
It was.
Okay, that's a good road. That'll be visitors' throw.
Now I hear you're banged up, Hal. Is that how we've gotten the luxury of having you up in here instead of on the pitch?
Yeah, a little bit. I had my knee replaced in November, so I'm kind of still in rehab mode. Recovery's not going as well as I'd hoped. Having some problems, trying to work through that. Hopefully it'll all work out soon rather than later. So yeah, high school season is out for me this season, and as well as this season right here. I was hoping to be refereeing again by this time, but I'm sure it'll get there. Maybe need another surgery or something. We'll figure it out.
Oh gosh, but let's hope not. I'm gonna hope that the rehab exercises get to you eventually.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. Unless God reaches down and touches it and heals it. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I just want it fixed. Good football, and it's nice. It's fun to be out there, and this is a good group of guys. And I want to say I had this Georgia team once lately, but I don't recall for sure. But I do like the field, though. I mean, because they were, FC Birmingham was playing at I can't think of where I refereed them a bunch last year at that field.
Over at Leeds.
Well, no, Leeds. I don't think he got him too hard. He did come in and get him a little late. He's, trying for the ball. Good effort, no harm done. Looks like the player's okay.
Yeah, we're lined up in a little bit of a different formation today. Our star striker, Giancarlo Bustamante, is out with a foot injury. He's dressed today. He looks like he might come off the bench for a few minutes, but he didn't get the start, so we've gone away from Gabriel's 4-5-1, and it looks like we're probably running a 4-4-2 to add a little bit more to the offense this time around.
Yep.
Michael Brew, the big man in the center, he's somewhat new to our FC Birmingham team. Comes from Ghana.
Okay.
He's a big boy. You can't really miss him out there.
Yeah, he looks pretty tall from here. So he's running the middle, in the back.
He is. He's running the 6. Oh, what a nice ball. Great first ball return, not as crisp. I was at a mountain biking race, so I did not get the pleasure of seeing them play, but what I heard was that it was a good return. We had actually lost to them 2-0 earlier in the preseason.
Actually, I don't know how Georgia's going to play this, if they're going to try to in-swing or out-swinger, where they're going to have it land. We'll see what they do. You want to have it, if you can, come in.
Onto it.
Nope, they did. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I don't know if he thought it was going to go out and was going to let it go and was surprised that there was an offensive player behind him, or if the wind got it and he misjudged it a little bit. That was surprising. I thought for sure he was going to catch it, and then he let it go over his hands, and from this angle, I'm not sure why he didn't grab it.
Yeah, I'm glad he made himself big, though, and kept it behind the net.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking he thought it was just going to go out of bounds. So he's like, hey, instead of trying to tip it out, let's just take it in for a goal kick, and then all of a sudden, the other team's player was right there, had a foot on it, and dangerous opportunity. But, yeah, he put himself in good position. Good punch out.
Ooh.
Ambitious a little bit, a little high, but good little volley.
Yeah, the shot came from their right wing. I'm not recall. A little bit of a long cross there, goes out harmlessly for a goal kick.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's still just kind of settling in right now, but good spacing. One thing about the field is, like I said, it's nice, it's new, but it's a little narrow as far as some fields go, so it does make it a little bit tighter for your passing, a little more opportunities for contact.
Line was screaming for an offsides that didn't come. Got to continue to play if you don't get the call.
No, I think he timed it just right. I didn't think so. I thought it was just a good timed run, a good ball over the top, but like I said, a great save by the keeper. He came out, made himself big, and caught it with his arm on the downside. It was a really nice save because that was a really good opportunity.
Yeah, I'm noticing in the middle of the pitch, too.
Oh, another dangerous ball.
Good play by Manny Mendez.
Yeah, you hate to give up a corner kick, but that was a smart play right there. The best play. All he could do was just kick it away.
Well, the ball's finding some dangerous spots right now, and that's not where we want to be. We want to be down at this other end of the field.
Yeah, we've been down here for a couple minutes. I agree. It's time to get across midfield. I mean, defensively, just kind of knocking it around, trying to pick their spots, it looks like, trying to work it up. I've got one guy around the goalkeeper, just not doing too much.
Scoreless. Looks like they've got a long throw in coming in.
Yeah.
Header out by Michael Bruce. Someone needs to cut that ball down. Ball played. Yeah, they have a. We actually played their junior varsity and their varsity team during preseason, and both of their squads are very quality.
Yeah, we went down for early in their conference for some playoff games for Faulkner, for the boys and the girls.
Aldo.
Yeah, kind of. Which one happened first is the way it is, and I think the foul happened before the offside because he wasn't involved yet, so that's the correct call. Once again, another dangerous spot for a free kick.
Yeah, especially with the height that this team possesses.
Yeah, number 5, you can tell he's taller for the other. So as a defender, these are always tough, because the offensive guys are always going at it. You're kind of to defend, going at it. It's almost.
Here comes a long throw from number 17. Oh.
Looks like could have had,
dangerous
dangerous
play.
Yeah, a little ambitious going in for the bicycle right there with all the traffic around. It really didn't have the best opportunity, but you can't blame the player for trying. But fortunately, nobody's hurt. Didn't make contact with anybody's face area. That's what you worry about in those situations. He really didn't have the space that he needed to try it.
Playing that long ball down the field, really kind of aimlessly, not really aimed at anybody.
I'll see if they can keep it down here a little bit, though, while it's down.
Defense. It really requires a lot of coordination from the center backs to make sure that everybody's staying in step.
That's another good ball.
Controlled passing.
Luke got a little bit of little contact with the defender, but I think that's just one of those soccer plays. Unfortunately, it looks like 20. He's up. He's okay. Another nice through ball, but good defensive effort. Uh-oh, looks like he's hurt.
Oh, no.
That is not good. Oh, my goodness.
It's pulling of a muscle or something like that. But
yeah, the center's calling for the trainer. I can't tell. It's almost like he's holding his arm, like when he went to the ground, maybe.
So we got Cedric Jarena warming up right now. Potential replacement as center back if Yoel is injured.
Yeah, I just think there was no contact with another player. It's just, I think just the way he went down, and then when he braced himself, got his arm extended. Hopefully it's nothing major. He's sitting up, so that's good. Okay, he's up. Maybe a stinger somehow. I don't know. It's hard. Just like I said. Did I camera and pull up the instant replay? No.
So I asked the I asked the players.
Looks like he might be okay. He's raising his arm up and down. I think he just got hyperextended, and then, I see Gabriel out there doing the universal, hey, raise your hands up now, make sure you're good. Yeah, it looks like he tweaked his shoulder. Hopefully he'll be all right and he can stay. Are you hearing this at all? I don't see any lights flickering at all.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought he looks like he's perfectly fine. I expected. Yeah, that's good. Good to see. You never want to see players go down, especially early in the season. These guys work hard during the off season to stay in shape. Come out here, you don't want to see me. You never want to see a player get hurt. I think we're going to get to it. I didn't quite get to it. Unfortunate knock. Looks like we're going to end up with a goal kick.
Ball played. I like to play these long balls.
Yeah, that's what they've done quite a few times. They get in near the 40. They're sending it long, 30, 40 yards downfield and letting their wings chase it. It's been successful.
Nothing that appears to have really troubled other than the one that Junior had to get up and block. Better than most 20-year-olds.
Yeah, like I said, I see. I like him on the pitch. I had no idea he was he was closer to my age than these other kids out there.
Yeah,
So,
he's a great influence. Not only of how to keep yourself in shape, but also a great leader on the field, a great extension of our coach. So really has benefited.
nah, he does a good job of keeping the players under control. Like I said, the last couple of years when I've been out there, he some of the younger kids, things get to him, and he's like, he does a really good job. Like I said, being a leader on the field.
There's been a couple of fouls called today, but been a pretty clean game all in all. Hasn't gotten nearly as physical as I had suspected it might.
Well, it's early. We'll see. But it is first game of the season. Everybody's kind of chilling. But it's not hot, so that's good. The temperature is pretty nice, actually. You can't beat it.
Yeah, we may not be so lucky overnight. We might get some rain, but for the game today, we're going to be nice and dry. So if you're listening to our telecast, feel free to get your butt out here because we're going to have a pretty exciting, I think, next 45 plus 20, 65 minutes of football.
We're only halfway through the first half. We're at Lawson Field over here on I-20 off in Birmingham. Pretty easy drive. Plenty of parking.
Yeah, pretty good crowd today for our first game. I think people are still really learning about the program, and we seem to grow a little bit more and more with every opportunity to play. Yeah, those two big center backs, just hard to put the ball in the air and expect to win those flick-ons. Really swarming too. They're quick to the ball.
Yeah, I was just thinking they closed up on Jose pretty quick. Didn't give him an opportunity to do anything, and resulted in a turnover. He's open in the midfield. 22. Let's see what he does. Took a shot on goal, and that was
absolute beautiful strike.
Was a nice rip with the left foot, top corner. Not much Jose could do about that. Junior could do about that. That was just a heck of a strike.
Number 22, Thomas Diduk.
He was so wide open across the middle. Well, now we have a goal. Let's see what it opens up for either team.
So, really doesn't surprise me that they broke the ice with the first goal.
Yeah, I was thinking we've been more horizontal on.
This is about the way the last time these two teams met. Last time these two teams met, this is exactly how it started. It was a 1-0 early lead for Georgia Revolution. Victor Mayorga, very fortunate to come out of that cardless. Oh, he did not. First card of the game to number 12, Victor Mayorga. It's been a couple of late challenges, though. The ref has been a little bit lenient on holding on to those cards, so that one looked pretty obvious, though.
Yeah, he got him with his trailing leg, so it wasn't vicious. And our player.
Not 100% sure how that was not pulled back for a foul.
Yeah, he didn't signal advantage, but I'm going to say I thought that's what he was playing because he did maintain possession and turned it into we had an opportunity right in front of the goal. The goalkeeper had to come out and make a slide and save. But like you, though, he didn't. We could see a pull from here.
Yeah, I forget I'm up in the booth with the referee.
No, I'm with you. I saw a pull as well. Like I said, I did expect the play on or the advantage signal and didn't see it. So I'm presuming that he did and just didn't tell us that he saw it.
All Right now, there's a lot of control by Georgia Revolution in the middle of the pitch.
Couple times our guys aren't quite in alignment, which makes it, one like,
Sure.
If Joshua's over here and he thinks he's good, and all of a sudden he's got his right back is further back than where he is, he thinks everybody's good, and then you got somebody on the opposite side of the field, keeping your player on your side. So I feel like that's what's happening with our right back. He's pushed up a little bit further, but then we've got a guy, one of our defenders is a little bit further back, so he thinks they're off, and then he turns around and they're not because we've got a defender that's not in line with him.
Right.
So, if you're going to play an offside trap like that, all your defenders have really got to be on the same page and keep that same nice, even line. And that comes with playing time.
Yeah.
The more they game one, that's when they'll go back. They can look at film. They can talk about it. And they'll good pass in the middle. Let's see if we can get something going.
Everything went a little too slow there.
Yeah, I don't know. We're up here in the booth, so I don't know if they were telling him man on or not. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Yeah, I don't know if they were yelling at him but that's when everybody's got to be communicating with your players and let them know you've got a man on. And they could have been, and we just couldn't hear it.
About 15 minutes left in the first half. Currently, Georgia Revolution 1, FC Birmingham nothing. A lot of soccer action left to go in this one. Good composure by Ricky there. As a 17-year-old getting thrown into his first
that was
UPSL, bad turnover.
Yeah, it was a poor turnover by Joshua. He's hustling to try to get back.
And going right to their leading scorer. So we got very fortunate that he chose to try and pull it across the middle.
I don't know if he was trying to pass to his teammate or if he was undecided whether to try to get that far corner or if it was a pass. Because it was pretty much went neither one.
Yeah, it's kind of caught between two minds. You're right.
I felt like he was all of a sudden thinking maybe shoot it, maybe cross it. And, yeah, we got fortunate on that one. Didn't do anything. Really an uncharacteristic turnover from Joshua in that position.
Yeah, this team's too good to make those types of turnovers too. They'll make you pay. So very fortunate to come out of that one without any injury.
Yep. Oh, good steal. Thought he had it.
Number 21, Caleb Sippen, is also new to our organization. He's a young player.
Well, UAB would be the school for that. Oh, that's a dangerous cross. Our defender got just a toe on it, I think, to put it out of bounds. But that was a dangerous cross.
Yeah, down both wings, this team is dangerous. They were last year, and they are again this year.
They've had some success on that left side, more so than the right. So maybe they figured out at halftime what they need to change up, if anything, to see what they can do to slow that down a little bit. That's a harmless cross, but our defender got under it. Fortunately, no damage done. Went straight up and simple header to the goalkeeper.
Junior trying to calm everybody down. Everybody's nerves are a little high.
Yep, slow it down there. Everybody push up, see if we can't get some possession up the field.
Yeah, I think a little of what we're seeing up top right now is that, there was an expectation of a different formation and striker, and they're having to figure out a little bit of, how to play this.
Yeah. So we have some starters that are sitting right now?
Yeah, our top goal scorer, Giancarlo Bustamante, is out right now with a foot injury. He got taped up by the trainer and looked like he was going to give it a go, but doesn't appear that his uncle, Coach Gabriel, was ready to put him out there yet. We might see him later in the game, though. He's a difference maker for sure at times. Good play by Junior coming out.
Number 11 chasing the ball. Fortunately, he's able to stop himself. These tracks, they're around all these soccer fields, right? But they are not good to be a soccer player trying to stop on these tracks when you're chasing balls. You have to be careful. They can be really slippery.
No, and Manny is a quick player, so I imagine the pace at which he hit that track was pretty fast. Oh,
See, there's another example.
it's the
Good
same,
save.
Same guy.
That's a good save by Junior. See, that time, once again, our defense wasn't in line. So, I mean, you see the referee, he was pointing to the, Joshua was like, hey, he's not off. And I could see, Luis is our AR1 over here. I could see him pointing across the field saying, your number 3 is the one that kept him on. So that's where they just got to be. Yep, it is. Referee's on it. I mean, he got ball, but he got a lot of man.
Yeah. You can get the ball, but if you're coming from behind, you're more than likely going to get some leg, and that's probably what he got first was a little bit of the leg, and then came through on the ball. It was a good call by the ref.
100%. I thought they were going to some miscommunication with the defense.
Wow, that's close to the box. Seems a strange spot. That doesn't seem anywhere near where the actual foul occurred.
I will be honest. I did not see it. I was watching the defenders kind of trying to figure out where the ball was when it was bouncing. So I totally missed.
Not inside the box, but this placement,
it's a perfect position for top corner somewhere over the wall.
So Michael Brew has a little bit of a cannon on him, as you can imagine.
Good follow up. Both strikes are on frame, just didn't get through the defenders. Here's an opportunity. Is he going to get to it? Unfortunately, he did not.
Feel like a lot of the possession, obviously we don't keep stats here, but a lot of the possession has been Georgia Revolution's way so far this half, and a lot of that has been inside of our defensive third.
Another long ball down the side.
Good
Left
step.
back kind of misplayed it and then had a cross across the middle to 22. They're another dangerous player for them, and fortunately a little bit of a rough touch.
Yeah, I think that was actually Yoel who struggled with that ball. It made me wonder if he doesn't have an arm to push off with that shoulder hurt.
Yeah, after going down, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's a little ginger going into that.
Into the physical challenge, yeah. Well, another opportunity here. About 5 yards in is where they scored from. Another 5 or 10, and
yeah, this is a good placement for them as well. I mean, you're
not concerned. No concern. Off the crossbar harmlessly for a goal kick.
Yeah, he wasn't even thinking about that left wing.
He wasn't even looking. He was wide open. I think the left wing knew it too. I don't think he ran when he was shot. He knew it wasn't coming to him, but I think Junior had that one covered. He knew it was going over. He was in position even if it was down lower and on frame.
A good take by Caleb. Caleb played with our with the HVS program over Hoover Vestavia. Went over to play at Oglethorpe.
FC. See if we can get an opportunity here before the half. We're at 40 minutes in.
Yeah, it'd be nice to sneak one in right here, going to half tied up. We definitely describe this as against the run of play, but we'll take it.
A little long, a little outside.
Yeah, we didn't really have anybody in the vicinity of where that kick went.
We got that one covered. Another long ball right out of the back, but, relieves the pressure for them. Goes down to our goalkeeper and see if we can get some possession out of this. George is knocking it around the back. Short, and here Georgia goes again, right over the top down the left-hand side. They are liking that left-hand side coming down. An opportunity right here. Got to be careful we don't get a – no. I was sitting there again, be careful we don't get a trip coming in. But
wow, it looked like it started with a hard push in the back, though. That whole play, that first ball was won by 2 arms into the back of Yoel that did not get called. So unfortunate. They took advantage of it, but I think if we rewound the tape, I think we'd see that it looked like a fairly obvious push to the back to me.
Yeah, but then after that, they still had some work to do. They
did.
knocked it off to their other teammate, and he had a cross, and he got a toe on it. Junior he got a foot on it, but is already they almost got a.
No. You're talking about the 21? No, it's not him. He was watching it go in the goal.
Yeah, he was the one he was on this side.
I want to say it was that guy.
Oh.
It's a nice spot for a free kick here. So we were just talking about wanting to tie it up and go into the half 1-1, and on a quick counter, Georgia Revolution takes advantage and goes up 2-0.
Well, same thing we've been talking about down the left-hand side, right? It started all the way back here at the 20. I don't know.
Yeah, you can definitely tell right now there's just a composure difference on the ball. Switch of play there.
Yeah, they're putting a little more press on. I think we're going to have to put some more pressure on them up top, but they're going to have to stop this long ball over the top. There's another example. Josh is in pretty good position right now, though. He's not nowhere to go. That was a good D right there. He was one-on-one with the offensive player. Did a good job. I think Josh is a little frustration maybe at his team right there. A little excited.
Yeah, I think everybody at the back line, and when they see those balls and they say, well, gosh, what is the defender doing back there? But they get put in these positions for a lack of pressure put on the ball for the pass further up the pitch, and I think that's what Josh was kindly reminding his teammates.
If you don't put pressure on them, they get these free passes up the sideline, and there's another opportunity. Contact there was than that.
I don't know that we're going to see any differences here. I don't think
the center's going to go talk to our AR, see if he had a different angle. But honestly, I think our AR was more shielded as well because his back was to the linesman. So, I mean, the referee was in good position to see it. I don't know.
Okay, so he's
all right, so he is talking to him, telling him that it was thigh. Looks like I'm going to assume that they're saying it was thigh to arm.
Yeah,
and in one of those situations, as a referee, they'd really, handball interpretation, I'm not going to go into it. We could talk for 30 minutes, right? So there are so many videos out there that IFAB puts out trying for referees to be consistent on the handball interpretations, and they didn't really have much. Well, we did have a little bit of stoppage for the injury, maybe a couple minutes, so maybe another minute. I didn't see the signal from the center.
Yeah,
how much extra time.
I didn't either.
Foot and then hit your hand in sort of a natural position. They don't want you calling that. And there is no, the defense wasn't pressuring him. He maintained control. I think that's probably the right call.
Yeah, ball ended up right in the hands of the goalie off of the.
Yeah, he had it there off his thigh, and I think it just went off his.
It's one of the halves that just looks like beginning of the season, and hopefully they'll right the ship and get a little more organized. I didn't see anything out of the game that looked insurmountable. So I think that there's a possibility for the tide to turn in the second half, and FC Birmingham will just have to put their head down and gut it out.
Yeah, I think they figure out how to stop these long balls from going down the side, right? I think that's where most of the damage came from. I don't think they attacked hardly anything up the middle. Everything seemed to come down the left side, some down the right, crosses into the center. We had little opportunities here at the end, give them a little bit of something to build on. So, we'll see how the second half goes. Hopefully they'll come out better.
All right. Well, everybody, our first half of the new season is in the books, and we'll pick it up in just a couple of minutes and do 45 more.
Yeah, he had position. Justice was there, had position. So
you're rarely, if ever, as an offensive player, going to get away with that.
You should never get that call. They all want it. They're never going to get it. And it's like, come on. So good play, though, by Justice. He had good position.
Goalie's going to need a little bit of a shoe tying, so Yoel with his injured shoulder taking care of business. Michael Brew, Ricky Ortega, and Luke Sear.
So we got 48, 9, and who was the other one that came on?
6.
Gerson?
Yeah, Garrison. A little bit of sloppy play coming out of the halftime. A lot of just kind of wayward balls being kicked high in the air.
Oh, it was a little late contact, but center chose to let that go.
Definitely was a large yell of pain.
Well, we could hear it from here. I don't think it hurt, but it was one of those ones that you kind of thought it might hurt. That's probably what he thought. So, a little aggressive play here on the edge. Let's see if we can get out of this, get off the sideline over here, get away from the touch. But we have been more aggressive right now. Forced a bad turnover right there. Let's see if we can do something with some possession. That's a nice ball. Good turn by Justice. Yep, I thought he got run down from behind. The defender. Yeah, the defender's claiming he was there, but he was not. Justice had his shoulder in front of him. He definitely came through the back of him. Good play by Justice. Oh.
Yeah, I think that ref was literally waiting to see where that ball ended.
He was waiting. He was waiting to see if something happened, and it didn't go anywhere. So that's the correct call.
It's a lot of complaining out of 22 throughout the game here. I'm sure the center ref is
driving shot across the middle, off the header, across the center. Really good opportunity for FC.
Yeah, Justice Brasher, smallest man on the pitch, getting the header on goal.
Yep. Unfortunately, just went right to the goalkeeper, but that was a really good
find Giancarlo. Not a bad target man to try and hit. Giancarlo played overseas professionally in Italy. Oh, a nice flick again. Almost an identical play of a ball bouncing up off of a foot onto the hand.
I was saying, you saw the defender's arm up. That's never a smart way to play, but anytime you get your arm in the air, you risk having a call come against you. But it bounced off his chest, harmless. But yeah, I saw the same thing. I was like, why is your hand way up in the air? That's not a way that
FCB screaming for a handball there, but I don't.
Yep. From this angle, it looked like it hit it, but like I said, the referee had good angles, so we'll presume that it didn't.
Better action, though, right now.
Yeah.
Makes the defender have to work a lot harder.
Well, you can see he's a big guy. You know, he's got some strength on him.
Oh.
If you said he played in Italy, I'm sure he's got some size. He's not. So. He looks like a strong kid from here. Young man, I should say. None of these guys are kids anymore.
Yeah, he's actually one of our elder statesmen.
Yeah, I was going to say.
27-year-old. It's a good try of a switch of play there, but that was really hopeful. It's a good again. I think the extended pressure on the pass is kind of something we called out in the first half.
Well, it kind of goes to what Josh was yelling at his team. It was like, hey, if you put pressure on them, they can't just make those easy passes up the side.
That's right.
So and I think that's what his frustration was in the end of that first half.
It's definitely making them work. They're big and they're strong. You're probably not going to beat them in the air, so it's probably a lot smarter to try and beat them with a little pace. Harrison with a little pullback there. He'd gotten beat on the play and decided he didn't like that.
Well, the offensive guy got through it and then he just wanted to stop. So, well, unless you're waiting for Messi, who's not going to make a mistake. But
sure.
Yeah, most players are going to – you got to wait for that one moment where the ball's a little bit further away and then take that opportunity.
Despite the score, the crowd seemed pretty positive about the first half of play. So late tackle there by Caleb Sippen.
Yeah, it feels like we've had a few more fans show up even since halftime, or right about halftime.
I'm fairly certain they were listening to our broadcast and hustled down
Decided
here.
to come on down?
Yeah.
There you go. Now, I didn't think there was that much contact for him to still be laid on the ground, but maybe it was more of how he hit. Yeah.
Cameraman, my son Nathan, is saying that there's a little bit of diving with that.
Yeah, I imagine he'll be okay once he gets up there. Theatrics. We'll call it theatrics, Nathan. Gamesmanship. Is that what we call it?
Goal scorer's got a nice touch on the ball. He takes all their free kicks. Thomas Didak.
Yeah, that was a good. I like the low driving balls versus one of those high floaters, but we had good defensive position there. Didn't like that touch.
Yeah, a little loose there by Lupe. Ball coming back. Junior calling off Josh. Looks like Georgia Revolution's got quite a few subs potentially coming into the game.
Yeah, they're warming up. 1, 2, 5 or 6 of them down there.
Oh,
See how many of them see the pitch.
that was it's a tough header by Yoel there. Probably, in retrospect, probably should have brought it down with his chest. And luckily, first touch by Georgia Revolution was a little loose and led directly back to a turnover.
Yeah, a little hopeful through ball. Once again, these guys, they play on turf quite a bit, but, it does roll. If I'd have been on grass, it might have held up for him, but with turf, you got to have your pass a little bit more on point. Oh, that was that looked like a rough challenge, and if he doesn't get a yellow, I'd be surprised, and he does. Yeah, that was a rough tackle. I would call that reckless in my book. Josh was 100% committed.
Yeah, it was a crafty touch by 21, their leading goal scorer from last season. It put Josh in a bad position, and where he thought the ball wasn't any longer. And so,
well, I think that's one he thought he was going to get to it. The offensive guy got to it first, and he was committed, and he followed through. Result is going to be a free kick from, I don't know what, a straight shot, but you don't have the best angle for a cross, so I'll be curious to see how they play this. Oh, I think they caught us sleeping a little bit. I think FC got fortunate with that play.
Yeah, it ended up not being much of a pass there. Yeah, that's
ball went out. Yep.
he thought he was about to get away with it too.
Hey, you keep playing. If you don't, you keep playing till you hear the whistle. That's what your kids are taught. That's what you do. And it just took a minute for the center to find the AR who correctly signaled that out of play. So
yeah, it's always a tough call. The inline calls for for an AR, because they're watching the defensive line, and then all of a sudden the ball gets down on the inline, and a lot of people will always be like, well, they're out of position, they're not there to make that call, but it's impossible to be in two places at the exact same moment.
And the ball travels faster than we do.
Absolutely.
So, myself, but with the lines on the field, he looked like he was in front on that pass. AR was in good position, so I don't know what he saw that we didn't see, but it looked like he was in front of the ball on the pass and the players.
I don't think the first guy
to get things back in place. This is when the referee's got to be mindful of those things and say, hey, if you want to slow down, that's great, but I'm adding time.
You can tell that Georgia Revolution has spent some time practicing different free kick situations.
Oh, Giancarlo had his man beat. Ball took a tough bounce on this turf, but still maintained possession. See if we can keep going here. Good work. Come out of pressure there. Actually, a pretty good ball in the middle.
Oh, just a little bit far for Caleb to get a hold of it.
Yeah, he had it, and it was just
good position by Manny.
Yep.
Manny read it all the way. We have Cedric back in the center back position. So Yoel finally came off with the injury.
He did. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see him. Come on.
And then Victor.
Oh, there's a nice ball
Victor
over the top, down the
for,
left-hand side.
Oh, a good ball, quick ball.
Giancarlo's going to get to this. Oh, not quite. So close. It's good effort.
Yeah, one of the things that Manny's always done well for FC Birmingham Club is he'll get up and down the pitch on that left-hand side and put a nice cross.
We didn't have much of that in the first half, so we've already had a couple of opportunities in the second, more than we did in the first. So looks like Gabriel's changed some things up a little bit. You know, different players, different combinations. Seems to be working a little bit better.
That guy should be offsides, I would think. Oh, it didn't go to him, though. But he called it. Now, from the angle of the flag, does that indicate a throw-in versus a foul?
Oh, yeah. So if it's offside, he would have kept his flag up until the referee called him. Then he just points straight. Either straight, kind of down angle if it's near him, up a little bit an angle, but you'd be pointing toward the middle of the field.
Gotcha.
You know, when he raises it up and then he signals, left or right at 45 degrees, it's a throw-in. And then if it's a foul, he'll raise his arm straight up and he'll wiggle it back and forth, wave his flag essentially. And then depending on which hand he's waving his flag in, if he's a more experienced AR, you'll know which direction the foul is coming out.
Okay.
Whether it's going in or coming out. So a lot of your newer referees, they're used to having the flag always in the left hand. They'll call the foul in the left hand, but they still want the ball going in, so they'll have to swap the flag around. But as you do it more and more, you get more experience. You learn to get the flag hopefully positioned in the correct hand, so you can then go after you call the foul. You just lower your arm down, left or right at that 45 to signal the direction. And that way the center automatically knows. Usually the center knows anyway, but sometimes you can't tell. You're like, oh, what have you got? That's where, comms make it really easy to know what's going on. But,
Yeah, Justice is very crafty at getting his body in front of the defender.
Nah, he's a smart player.
Oh, number 16 picking up a quick yellow card for
delaying the restart.
That's one I'm always, as a fan, I'm kind of like, about.
Well, it all depends on how obvious it is, right? It's like, as a coach, you're going to tell your players, hey, if you walk up to it, and as a referee, we know what it is. As long as you're moving away from the ball, don't just stand there. Where you're generally pretty lenient. But when you run up to it like he did to prevent the kick, the guy, the FC Birmingham player was getting ready to kick it, and he ran up there and got in the way. That's definitely, you can't allow that.
Good hustle there. Unfortunately, a little bit of a wayward pass.
Yeah.
Play on the ball. I'm a little surprised that it was even.
I agree. I'm a little surprised for
it looked like a foul.
The yellow. 100% a foul, but it looked like a foul. I agree. But, yeah, he promised an attack. He's made the turn. So, that's the only reason he'd be giving him a card right now.
Yeah, and perhaps it's also frequency of fouls. I don't know.
And I've not been tracking in my head, obviously, either how many it is, right? If it's personal, persistent infringement, I've not been tracking that either.
All right, this is a real spot of opportunity. I would make the assumption that Giancarlo is going to take this.
And Piero sitting up there with him.
I think that's Harrison.
Oh, is it Harrison? Okay.
Harrison's faking. Oh, a pass over, a little trickery.
Oh, unlucky. I think we're
corner kick. Let's go.
Yep, we do have a corner. Yep.
I don't know what the call is. Okay, it is a corner kick.
Yeah, Mayer got corner. I thought it came back off the Georgia player.
It's a very tricky play there. Not something that we've seen out of FC Birmingham before. Normally that is a straight shot.
The ball just ran a little bit, so it made a really tough angle. But
a little quick on the pitch, yeah.
It did. I think it ran a little bit further, but
Oh,
it was
a little wayward pass there.
yeah, it was open over there, but you can't. You need to be over the top to get to him. Well, we've been on this side of the field a lot more in the second half than we were in the first. Well, same side of the field, really, but.
Looks like we're trying to push a little bit further, from the back up, and we're pushing one of our two outside backs up more into a midfield position when the ball's moving forward.
Well, the other Georgia's also swapped some players. They don't have that guy down the left-hand side that they had earlier to serve it up to. So
on either wing.
Yeah,
they took out both of them.
Right. So that could be the reason they're not going down the wings right now either. But I also think FC is not giving us much time on the ball to make those easy passes down the wing.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the sense of urgency has been much more heightened in the second half.
Yeah.
We had an unfortunate unmarked man on a corner kick, resulting in really their only shot on goal this half. Do you, as a referee, do you practice trying to step a yard?
You should. Like most people, they think it's 10 is actually more like 7 or 8. So you should do it, practice it, see what it looks like. That way you can just eyeball it and mark it off. And then when you get down close to the 18, that's when you should start stepping it off. If it's anywhere near midfield, there's really not much of a reason to step it off, as long as you know what 10 looks like.
Yeah, he's calling over the back there.
Yep.
There's a lot of grappling between Giancarlo and the third goal scorer.
Yeah, they're fighting down there, but just another good. This is a really good opportunity right here.
I would not expect us to run another trick play. I would expect to see this direct. Both Manny Mendez and if we go lefty and Giancarlo if we go righty are both good options depending on what we think presents itself.
It's like these are those in-between weird balls, right? You don't have a lot of angle for the cross. Let's see what they I don't know if he's going to try to take a shot or if he's going to try to get it to land right outside the 6 and get somebody to get a head on it. We'll see. Last one they had that low driving one. It was further out, though. Let's see what they try to do here. They went for a shot on frame and
got over the wall, just couldn't get it back down.
Yep. Went up, just didn't get it back over.
As a FC Birmingham fan, I don't mind seeing that shot simply because Giancarlo is very capable of making that shot.
Well, like I said, it's one of those in-between balls. It's a really tough angle to get across on for somebody to come across at an angle, to get ahead because you're almost directly still on frame, just barely outside the post. Good long ball. Yep, I thought he was on his back.
Yeah, defender didn't argue one bit.
No,
he ran back to his spot. He knew exactly what had happened.
Giancarlo's a big body, right? And you can tell he plays smart. He keeps the guy on his back. He keeps himself between the defender and the ball. He makes the defender, make a choice either to hang out and wait, which earlier the guy fouled him at the 30, right? Grabbed him, and this time he went over his back. So
well, you can definitely see the difference in the second half having a true point man up at the top.
There,
my gosh,
Justice again. That's actually
he is unmarked again on the back post.
That was an opportunity to put that on frame. You could tell he was definitely frustrated. He knew it. He turned around. He was mad at himself. I don't know if he expected to be that open.
Yeah, Justice has absolutely had multiple great chances to pull us back to one.
I mean, he's one of the smallest guys on the field, but he's playing the hardest. He's getting in good position, fighting through. Great opportunity with his foot. Great opportunity with his head. Unfortunately, just didn't connect with his head on that one.
Yeah, they have
That's a bad ball from the back.
Oh, it's a great
this
ball
should
to
be,
leave.
see if we can keep
Oh.
it. That's a good tackle. We're still going to get it, something out of it. Oh, Justice again.
Wow.
Coming across the middle.
Justice wanted to pull down there, but looked like the defender was just on his shoulder.
Nah, yeah, I don't have anything there other than just tough play. I'm really surprised almost he didn't take a shot instead of trying to cross that in. I thought maybe he could have gone.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him.
Upper 90 right there.
Lupe
yeah.
again was Golden Boot winner a couple years ago. I mean, he knows how to score a goal.
Like I said, I thought from here he might have been able to take a shot instead of the little cross into traffic. But
their direct play has definitely changed with the substitutions.
Yeah.
It has not been nearly as effective. Good battle.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like I think they call a foul there.
I thought he did, but with the headsets on, I wasn't sure if he blew the whistle. But I thought he did. Let's find out. Yeah, it looks like he did. I thought it was. He was on his back and just playing hard. So they got some size right now up top, but didn't really go to the players that had the advantage on the height.
Yeah, that's been a little bit of a common theme of Georgia Revolution wanting to run through the defenders shielding the ball as well, trying to put some pressure. I get it. You know, you come off the bench, you want to make an impact. Oh, Justice is down. Caleb is
like
down.
A push. Yeah, we got a push on 21. I don't know. I didn't see what happened to Justice.
I didn't either, but he's holding his knee.
He is. I hope he's okay and just maybe took a knock. I didn't see what happened, though, because I was watching 21, Caleb come down and get pushed.
Got our good friend from Champion Sports Medicine, Katie, out there taking a look at Justice. Katie is basically an extra member of this squad, always giving us support and training through the week in practice and as well on game day. We're very fortunate. Champion Sports Medicine puts her with our organization. I know my son, who plays on the team, always speaks so highly of her and her interactions with the players from said conversation, so I'm not really
He's
sure.
holding his knee. I still don't know if it was a bang knee or if it was contact or no contact. I don't know. Justice looks like he's trying to make it a go, and Gabriel's not having anybody warm up. Are we out of subs?
No.
I didn't think so. So he's not having anybody warm up, so Justice must have told him he was going to be okay to go back. Oh, that's a bad foul. I don't think it was as painful as we heard it up here.
No, he's gone down a couple times, and we've heard every one of them.
Yeah. I mean, he got him, but I don't know if it was deservedly of the yell that we could hear.
Yellow
how
card.
how many bleacher stands up are we from the field? Like 60? It's quite a bit. It's a pretty good-sized stadium over here. We'll wear off the pitch and with headsets on, and we could definitely hear the yell. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, the yellow card given to Harrison on the play, probably
deservedly so. Went through his back, So the dangerous part about that is, and I'm sure it hurt, and not to make light of it, just we're kind of joking about the loudness of the yell, but it does hurt. And it's you're getting the player's Achilles. That's one thing we talk about, to referees. It's like you got to watch that. It may seem little, but you get all those nicks all the time. Next thing you know, a guy's out with an Achilles tear for the season, and you don't want that. So you do have to watch out and be careful, protect your players that way. I mean, he definitely got him from behind. Took a tough bounce for the Georgia player, but I know Justice got. I don't think it's going to roll out. So
Nice play by Harrison.
Yep, good defense. That's
Good
nice
shielding.
play by Caleb right there to come out of that. Oh, touch got away, but hey, FC Birmingham's going to come out of there. That was good D right there.
Yeah, Caleb has got a really strong sense of the game. He can feel the defenders really well, makes smart turns.
Yeah, he got out of there really well with, a couple guys on him, maintain possession. All right, we got a few minutes. We're at 80.
Oh, that ball definitely looked out to me, but a linesman was right there.
Going
to be a goal kick.
All right, we're at 88 minutes. So we're going to have a couple plus I don't know how many extra time. We're going to have another maybe 2 or 3. So we got maybe 5 minutes for FC Birmingham to get going.
Ball played down. Nice touch. We need a little bit of a sense of urgency here, ball boys.
So Gabriel does have a sub coming in. I don't know who is coming off.
This
for the last
is
few minutes.
Cadman, who is a 16-year-old.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like he's at Briarwood High School right now.
He played over with AFC for a little while, Busa AFC. Came to us and played in our academy last year, and now is about to get his UPSL Premier Division debut, it looks like. So,
yep.
Big moment for him, his parents.
Now, Giancarlo, again, just causing problems in there for the Georgia defenders. He's caused a lot of problems since he's been on the field.
Honestly, it's a tale of two halves, having him on the pitch and being able to really post up. It's a big difference. Oh.
Low driving ball. It's sitting there at his feet. See if we can get off his feet and get a shot off. There it is. Oh! Off the crossbar.
So unlucky.
Really good opportunity there. I mean, once again, a low shot trying to go through the legs and through it. And Giancarlo with the turn. I want to say I thought he got the shot off. Wasn't
yeah,
it?
I'm not 100% sure. It looked like someone got a toe poke.
I know. I wasn't sure if it was him or if somebody else took it in the melee up there. But a really good opportunity. So unfortunate just to go high because they had an open net and just got under it barely. That's unfortunate for FC Birmingham.
Well, I think the encouraging thing, if you can take an encouragement out of a game that obviously is probably not going to go the way we want it to, is that we seem to have made some good adjustments. We seem to have a better feel for a lineup moving into what is ultimately going to be a very tough game next week on the road at Atlanta United's
Next
academy.
home game is not till April. Is that what I saw on the schedule?
That is correct. Way to release that, Manny.
So the next home game I have on my schedule
steal
is
by Manny.
April the 6th.
We got a little bit of a break here. Justice on the overlap. Brought down
there
in the
it is.
box, and that's a PK.
Yep, we got a penalty.
There is one thing that Justice goes by the name Lucky Charms.
Oh, I did not know that.
And
That's hilarious.
one of the things that he is a specialty of is drawing contact in the box. And there was no doubt there was contact there. He beat his man, got pulled down, and hopefully Giancarlo is about to bust this through the back of the net.
We'd had that one hits the crossbar. I mean, that was but he had a good cut, though. I mean, he pulled it back in, outside of his right foot, got the defender beat. The defender left a leg out there, forces the referee to make a call, and
yeah, I think it's the only call you could make there.
I agree, but like I said, it was a smart, like you said, Justice. It was a smart play by Justice.
Yellow card on number 5. So evidently number 5 did not pick up the yellow card earlier. I think he just picked up one for dissent.
Yeah, we might have had that wrong then.
That would be the end of his evening if it was. But at this point, he doesn't care.
That's right.
Time is more important to him than anything else. Giancarlo is going to line this up, take the kick.
Oh, no. Oh, it's got a follow-up. Yes.
Goal by Justice Brasher.
Yep. Way to run in. Once again, he does not stop. He is also another player created a lot of havoc on the field. Just
So closing the goal to 3-2. Can't imagine there's much time left, but we're going to throw everything forward. I can assure you that.
Yeah,
and whatever time we got.
Maybe 1 minute. We'll see what the referee does. After this, foul penalty. Yeah, they're going to go stall it. Just go to the corner.
He dribbled it straight out of bounds.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, there was no pressure. He had pressure, but yeah, he definitely dribbled it out of bounds.
Give it to somebody. Cedric has actually done a very nice job back at center back since he's come into the game. He's looked very cool, calm, and composed.
Oh, a little bit of opportunity here going forward. We're going to get it.
To the feet
We're not done. Let's see what happens.
Brought back to Manny Mendez. He wanted it on his left. He wanted it on his left foot.
He didn't want to take it with his right. Yep. Now, that may have been an opportunity right there. That's no idea how much time we have in stoppage time. It's got to be close. We're coming up on 94 and a half.
I think we're going to have to train our ball boys a little bit better as to the sense of urgency in the game. We have one guy here at midfield just standing there bouncing the ball. Is he with us?
Yeah, it's got to be the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, all the momentum has changed, man. If there was 5 more minutes in this game.
I know, we might see a different outcome. I mean, we already had one hit the crossbar. And that was a really nice opportunity right there just 30 seconds ago. Oh, bad touch there.
That touch could run out the game. We got to.
I no idea how much we're going to. We're already at 5+. I know we had the PK. Here we go. And there it is. Oh, that was a golden opportunity.
Wow. Can't imagine getting another chance after that.
In stoppage time. I imagine that may have been our last opportunity. That was a really nice look, though.
That ball bounced perfectly. Piero slotted it right back from Giancarlo bounced it down to Piero. Piero right back to Giancarlo. Sometimes the best pass is the simplest one. Just put it right back where it came.
Yeah, it held up for him. You could see him trying to get over the top of it and just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, I guess maybe the couple of injuries have led to this extended.
Yeah, I know we had the one with Justice, a couple other. I didn't. Oh, he should have headed it back to his defender, to his keeper instead, but he got lucky and got out of there. All right, we're coming up on 96. That should be about it.
Oh, he's going to give a kick there.
Well, we're going to have one more opportunity then. He called a foul.
Wow.
So
and that defender's sitting on a yellow. He's very close to picking up.
I thought he went through the player. I mean, it looked like a foul, but this is going to be the last opportunity right here. I can't imagine there's any more time left.
A lot of complaining around the fourth official, too.
Well, I imagine he's wanting to know why the whistle isn't blowing.
I would imagine that as well. Oh, corner kick. Let's go. I don't know, but I would put it at Cedric's head right now. No possible way you could not let this corner. It's one of those games where things had started off a little bit better.
Yep.
The result might have been a little bit different, but in the end, just what you want to see out of your team is you want to see a little bit of battle.
Yeah, they battled tough at the end, had some opportunities. Like I said, hit the crossbar. There was really a lot more opportunities there at the end of the game. I think the next home game I had was April the 6th is what I was looking at. We hope everybody comes back out and supports the team, because out here to Lawson Field is where we'll be all season.
Yeah, absolutely. Exciting matchup amongst two great teams, and hopefully FCB will continue to improve and get out on the front foot next weekend. But we will not be doing the broadcast next weekend. We believe that Atlanta United will do